Hi there and welcome to my movie. This is a 60-minute race against AI at Bathurst in the ISI Rfactor2 sim. The mod is the fabulous new Enduracers Flat 6 mod. I had so much fun doing this race I decided to make a highlights video. The race itself was an hour. The video highlights here runs to about 31 minutes, so hope you enjoy it. The scenario here, I got baked in qualifying and I'm starting in P13, so I'm quite aggressive at the start because the AI has got pretty good pace here. They're set at 100%. Damage is set at 40% to keep it realistic, but as you can see, they're quite nice and aggressive at the beginning. I managed to get myself into sort of P9 stroke P8 as we head up Mountain Straight. Up towards Rfactor2 for the first time around the track. The AI are driving well here. They're very quick in certain places. They're very quick up here into the cutting. Not quite so quick over McPhillamys in the approach to Skyline, but they can cause all sorts of havoc here. This is my third 1 hour race against the AI, and I had a couple of interesting races where I got into a decent place like 4th and 5th, and then just blew a bit of crash on the side, or got some damage, or got taken out by an AI because I didn't realise quite where they were quick and quite where they were slow. So this is my third attempt, and I ran a complete race from start to finish. I'm actually in P7 as we head through McPhillamys here and in the approach to Skyline and the Dipper. The AI are a little bit slow through McPhillamys, but they do manage to be quite aggressive down here in the approach to Forest Elbow. And if you don't, the Dipper rather, if you don't cover the inside in the approach to Forest Elbow, I discover they will quite aggressively dive up inside you and cause havoc. So you can see there I move left quite early, which doesn't optimise my exit speed, but just makes sure I'm safe from any attack from the AI. Having gained quite a few places from P13 to P7 there at McPhillamys, I then managed to make a bit of an attack on the main straight on an AI driver and get up into P6. And from this point on, my plan is to just stay safe and drive at a reasonable pace, but the tyres seem to take sort of 3-4 laps to really come in temperature-wise. I'm hoping that means the AI are going to suffer more wear than me, because their tyres certainly got switched on better in qualifying. I couldn't get any close to them. As this car in front of me, he moves over to defend quite aggressively, quite early. I think he really made a bit of a blunder there, because it's all allowed me to pull alongside and hold position through the corner and slide ahead as we head up Mountain Straight for lap 2. Both the cars in front of me have got a pretty bad exit out of Hell Corner turn 1, so I managed to slide by with a bit better top speed up Mountain Straight. But this guy here is defending quite hard. He's showing he's prepared to be pretty robust in defence. After I got so badly toasted in qualifying, I took a tick off rear wing, just hoping that it would allow me to fight with the AI cars a bit more effectively. And the car's still handling okay. If anything, I prefer it with the one tick left rear wing. But by the way, other than that, it's defaults. The only thing I've changed is I've lowered the radiator because we've got about 25% of the engine, so it's fairly cool. And I've taken a tick off the rear wing. Everything else is default. Fabulous thing about these cars is there's not a whole lot you can play with, and really easy to default. But through these sections here, with that little bit less rear wing, I can get the nose turned in and throttle steer and get back on the gas a little bit earlier than the AI. Now this is great fun. I squeeze him a bit. There's only one line through the S's here, and because I was just to the left and fairly close, I've squeezed him a little bit to the right, and it's compromised his line all the way through the S's and all the way through the approach to Forest Elbow, and he still hasn't really got himself back up to speed or on a good line yet, and I managed to steer quite a good line through Forest Elbow and a better exit than the AI driver, and using the draft, using the slipstream, I've got a bit of a run, and he's shown again that he's quite prepared to defend aggressively, but I managed to slide by, and that's me now into P3, I believe. Big braking zone into Caltex Chase. You've got to get this absolutely spot on. As soon as you've taken the right hand kink of Caltex Chase, you've got to get the car straight and brake really hard. The final corner here is Murray's Corner. That's another big braking zone. And at this point, your brakes are very hot from Caltex Chase, so you've just got to be back behind me now, the baying pack of 911s that are really still pushing very, very hard and wanting my scalp if they can really get it. And, just incredibly atmospheric as you watch this big pack of cars driving up Mountain Straight for lap 3 of this fantastic race here at Mount Bathurst. Now this race really turned into a race of two parts really, a short period of aggression over the first 2 laps which we've just been through, but now as we settle into lap 3 of a predicted 28 laps, it now becomes one of patience and the real work starts to begin. Sebastian Loeb is the next car ahead of me. He's in second place. He's about 4 seconds up the road. And while I've managed to get ahead of the rest of the AI drivers, you can see there that I've far from toasted them, far from dusted them off. And they are still pretty racy indeed. It's very easy to make a mistake. This track, there's lots of places allowed to go along. That's Silverman Park there. It's very easy to touch the wall there before the turning point to McPhillamys. So it's a case of a bit of controlled aggression. You've got to have the lap time. I'm chasing 2 cars in front, so I certainly can't afford to back it off. I've got to go quick, but I've got to keep it safe. And in the previous 2 races, I didn't manage to do that, so they ended in tears. And I literally do not know what will happen from about lap 10 in terms of tyres. Certainly getting more wear on the rear tyres, but the car seems to be okay with it. So at this point, it's a case of a bit of chasing, a little bit of patience, a little bit of aggression, a little bit of time management. And this car's top speed down here, Caltex Chase, I think they hit about 207 for kph is the actual top speed. But you just see Sebastian Loeb about 4 seconds ahead here. So it might be a nice time to just talk about AI racing for a minute. I mean, the fabulous thing about this is in so many games when you race AI, they either blow you off and head off into the distance, just leaving you wallowing in your plate, in your wake, or you do the same to them. You disappear off into the distance while they clown around in your wake. But what we see here is a very realistic, very lifelike situation. You've got a chasing pack, which are holding lead to within a couple of seconds. We've got first and second place who are about 4 and 6 seconds up the road, respectively. And I'm chasing hard. I'm in a really exciting and enthralling fight against AI. I started this race at about 6:30 a.m. but with accelerated time just because I wanted to capture the pre-dawn and the dawn moments here in the New South Wales Australian countryside because it's just for me so atmospheric. I'm a Sydney sider originally and I've been to this track a few times. First time was in 1976 or 77. I won a schoolboy cross-country race around this track. So I've actually run it on foot. And once I've done that, you'll know why it's called mountain panorama. Yes, but for any Australian male, this is our temple of speed. I came here in 87 in person to watch the James Hardy 1000, which that year was a round of the World Touring Cars. And we had the fabulous scientists, people like Jeff Soper, David Brabham, the late Roland Ratzenberger, who many would remember as the gentleman who lost his life the day before Ayrton Senna did in 1994. But Ratzenberger was here racing in a BMW M3. And the year before, Franz Klammer, the downhill skiing legend, competed in the race. So it's an incredible atmosphere, an incredible legacy that this track holds for any Australian male who grew up in that era. This is our Indianapolis or our Silverstone, and we absolutely love it. So we're going to ride on board now with the second place car of Sebastian Loeb for a little while, just to see how he gets on. So I'll let you just enjoy the sights and sounds of riding with an AI driver in this car. back on board in my car now, and this part of the mountain is so much fun when you get it nearly right. That's quarry corner there. You want the car pointing roughly in the right direction and travelling at a good speed as we go through Frog Hollow and then approach Stormont Park here, nearly kissing the wall here. And just to get this right and carry good speed, you're always close to the wall, and then diving into McPhillamy, and then two big downshifts and a big braking zone as we head into the S's. The car just wants to turn, and if we've got too much steering angle, or if we're still on the brakes too hard and we press the little rise under the banner there, you're in all sorts of trouble. And then you just dance down here. It's a little bit like what I mentioned before. It's a bit like doing a downhill here. You've got to work with the terrain, keep the car balanced, and get it where you need it to be. And it's a real art, and just so satisfying if you get it nearly right. This car, by the way, is the livery of the late Sean Edwards, who was a fabulous Rfactor2 driver in this mod, and a very, very handy real-life GT3 driver, 911 GT3, who unfortunately met his end 2 years ago teaching somebody to drive, but Sean Edwards. Jumped ahead about 10 laps now to lap 15. The car is feeling great. Fuel load's dropped a bit. The tyres are well and truly in, but not suffering yet too much from wear. The rear tyres are wearing more, but the balance of the car is still good, still very drivable. And this fantastic battle with the AI continues, with the four of us really holding station at the front. The leader is somebody called Postiglione. Second place, who we see now, is Sebastian Loeb. Myself in third, and you can see they're just coming around Hell Corner now is the fourth place car, and he was that guy who defended so aggressively and so well in the opening laps. So we're all heading round at as quick as we can go, but just pretty much holding station at this point. Now this is what I call a race. We just exit Forest Elbow there. Load is still within 1 second of my car. It's pretty clear that I've got an edge on him now in pace. But one mistake and the lead's gone and the race is lost. And anyone of you that's driven at Bathurst with no assists at all, and particularly with a 911, will know that it is just so easy to get it wrong. You can spin it at the one we're coming up to now, Murray's Corner, the final corner. You can spin it at Hell Corner. Very easy to get it wrong in the cutting, and incredibly easy to get it wrong through the S's. I must have been practicing in previous races. Ended up facing backwards at least a dozen times in the S's. So I've got the lead. It's less than 2 seconds. A couple of laps to go, and very, very easy to get it wrong at this point. So it's getting still very, very exciting. Coming up to a lap car. My worst tyres now are below 60%. I think I finished the race with about 55%. The rears were slightly worse. I've got a fuel margin at this point of less than a litre. So very happy that I got those calculations right. So I haven't got to try to save fuel or short shift or anything like that. But I've just got to manage the car. It's nice and light. There's very little fuel in it. But there's not that little bit of extra bite that you get out of a fresh tyre that's at a good temperature. The tyres have faded off a bit. And just got to manage all of that and manage the fact that I've got a gap. But I don't want to make any mistakes and just try to keep driving clean and quick. And at this point it is feeling fantastic. It's feeling like I've beaten 24 real drivers. It's been an incredibly thrilling race, and it's not over yet. But I've just got to keep it all together. That section there into the S's, personally, coming from a skiing background, I don't want to make any bigger turn than I have to make. If I can keep my centre of mass heading fairly straight, I will. So I come from the left, try to shave it as close as I can to the wall on the right, and try not to turn the car any more than I have to, and give that big flat 6 lump and the gearbox any opportunity to try to overtake the middle point or the front point of the car and the brakes. So in short, I keep it as straight as I can, because the AI aren't taking as optimal a line there, which worked for them quite well on fresh tyres, but on worn tyres it clearly didn't.